want you to think carefully. From all the nations around the entire world, which one do you think is the happiest? Do you think that it is a wealthy or a poor country? The answer is Paraguay, which is considered one of the poorest countries in South America. According to the National Institute of Health, factors affecting happiness in people include economic well-being, jobs, and home stability. Then why is it that Paraguay was considered the most positive country in 2017 when many citizens lack those fundamentals? The answer is simple. They're grateful. John Clifton, who is the managing director of the Gallup World Poll, explains, and I quote, "You take two middle-aged women, one that has a child and one that does not have a child. Which one evaluates her life the higher? It is the one that has the child. Which one has also the more stress and sadness? It is also the one with the child." Gratitude helps you change the way you look at life. You start seeing things in a more positive way and are able to find strength to see the good rather than the bad. As our everyday life can be really stressful and tiring, we can often find ourselves being pessimistic. This does not only affect you mentally, but physically as well. As a human being, I'm also guilty of focusing on the negative, complaining, and being on the pessimistic side. Often I have found myself being absorbed by negative thoughts of things which have happened or might happen in the future. I could sit in my room for hours and hours, going around in loops, feeling sorry for myself, blaming myself and the rest of the world, instead of actually finding a solution to my problem and dealing with my feelings. Then I remember I talked to my mom about it and I said to her, "Mom, if so many horrible things happen in people's lives, why even bother finding strength to move forward?" You know what she said to me? "It is always so much easier to focus on the negative instead of the positive. It is easier to give up rather than fight. But life seems far more likable and bearable when not all you see is problems, negativity, and loss. Bad things happen and will always continue happening. The important thing is in hard moments to not forget all the good things." That stuck out to me. Shortly after, I started reading about how the way you think shapes your reality and completely changes the mixture of chemicals in your brain. In his book, Becoming Supernatural, Dr. Joe Dispenza gives examples of people who have killed from deadly diseases such as cancer just by meditating. Isn't that completely unbelievable? Yeah, it is. But it is also true, and you'll never know if I'm talking complete nonsense until you try it yourself. Negative thinking also influences the connection you have with others. When you're too absorbed by your own problems, you shut out the outside world. You lose a sense of reality, and you cannot see the problems of others either. Thus, you do not feel the need to help them while they really need you. I remember I read an article by the Global Multicultural magazine, which argued how gratitude leads to connection between different cultures as well. For example, through sharing stories, you share experiences and advice, which brings people from the opposite ends of the world together. Isn't this great? Doing even the smallest good deed helps people feel joy in difficult times. Next time, when you're feeling down, try to see things from a more positive lens. Ask yourself, how the people around you are doing. This way, you'll get closure not only with them, but with yourself as well. In order to break out of the loop filled with negativity and pessimism, we need to find the strength to see the good things in life. If you think about it, the phenomenon of gratitude is connected to positive thinking and happiness. As Paulo Coelho said, happiness is something that multiplies when it is divided. Sharing your gratitude and positivity is the basis for a better world filled with kindness. Thank you.